Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Terri Porter, Director of Planning and Transportation. I'm here to present our department's 2021 budget request. With me this evening is our team of experts, Assistant Director Scott Robinson, Planning Services Manager Beth Rosenbarger, Development Services Manager Jackie Scanlon, and Senior Transportation Planner Pat Martin. The Department of Planning and Transportation exists to guide the form and function of the built environment and land uses and balance that with the natural environment in order to sustain Bloomington's high quality of life. The department prepares, updates, and implements the comprehensive plan, maintains and administers the Unified Development Ordinance, plans, designs, and implements local multimodal infrastructure projects, and reviews and issues permits. In short, the Planning and Transportation Department is responsible for the development and implementation of plans and policies that ensure that the growth and mobility of our community is consistent with Bloomington's vision towards the future. In 2021, Planning and Transportation would have 15 full-time equivalent employees. This will include the Planning Services Division, the Development Services Division, and the Metropolitan Planning Organization. Major initiatives include continued implementation of the Comprehensive Plan, implementation of the Multimodal Transportation Plan, implementation of the Unified Development Ordinance, assisting with the implementation of the Transportation Demand Management Study, administering local zoning, development, and traffic regulation codes, and reviewing and issuing permits. So briefly, here are a few 2020 budget goal highlights completed or in progress. For planning services, the Transportation Demand Management Study was completed. 2 virtual events to encourage more bicycle transportation are in planning. 2 public engagement events will be held for the 7-line multimodal greenway. In fact, 1 has already been held. A progress report is being developed to present to you on 10 performance metrics in the comprehensive plan. And traffic counts and crash data continue to be updated and posted to Be Clear, and the website is there on the slide. Achieved or in progress for development services, 2 public information events on the UDO have been held. The staff is continuing to draft the new zoning map. Review permits for UDO compliance and issue in a timely manner, and 334 permits have been submitted to date. Respond to and investigate U-report complaints, and 69 U-reports have been investigated to date. Review development petitions for comp plan and UDO compliance. 33 petitions have been filed and reviewed to date. And another goal is to increase the number of improved workforce housing units by 25% over 2019 total, and 113 affordable workforce units have been approved to date. The Metropolitan Planning Organization is a federally mandated organization charged with managing and monitoring approximately $42 million annually in federal multimodal transportation funding for eligible transportation improvement projects. So this year, 100% of the required transportation improvement project funding allocated to regional projects, that was accomplished. Also accomplished 100% of the annual federal reporting requirements for MPOs. That was achieved by the end of June. The MPO is in the process of conducting a minimum of 10 public meetings for the development of their long-range plan, Transform 2045. They're in the process of processing amendments to the fiscal year 2020-2024 Transportation Improvement Program, which is a shorter range plan. and the MPO is working to achieve certification from INDOT for their long-range plan by November of this year. Looking forward to next year, Planning Services Division will continue to lead the implementation of the 2018 Comprehensive Plan, implement recommendations from the Transportation Plan, focusing on leading project-based community engagement, updating policies, and implementing key recommendations, all in a manner consistent with the American Planning Association's Planning for Equity Policy Guide. Several goals that will be achieved or hope to be achieved next year. The identification and analysis of at least 25 metrics in the comprehensive plan. Examine a minimum of 3 strategies outlined in APA's Planning for Equity Guide and define how they do or do not align with comprehensive plan goals. And lead public engagement for the design of 2 sections of neighborhood greenways as identified in the Transportation Plan. For development services, it will continue as the first point of contact for projects in the built environment within city boundaries, review all development petitions and permits for compliance with the comp plan and UDO. And they will continue with that goal along with preparing and presenting recommendations to the Plan Commission, the Board of Zoning Appeals, and to the Council. Review all permit applications for compliance with the UDO within 10 business days of receiving a completed application. Create and maintain an ongoing interactive petition map on the website with project statuses, and develop a new citywide zoning map as the final phase of the UDO update. And the MPO in 2021 will ensure that the environmental justice section of the 2045 Metropolitan Transportation Plan reflects the guidance outlined in the APA Planning for Equity Policy Guide by including at least 3 recommended policies from the environmental justice section of the guide. Also, the MPO will leverage 100% of available federal and state funding used to support regional transportation projects as required by the Transportation Improvement Program. They will also publish annual crash report data by the end of Q4 to track fatalities and other serious traffic-related crashes. So our budget highlights. The 2021 Planning and Transportation budget is separate from the new engineering department. While fiscally separated, the 2 departments will continue to function as seamlessly as we do now. The completion of past funding requests has resulted in funding reductions for planning and transportation. And you can see that we have a significant reduction in categories 2, categories 300, and category 400. And here is a summary budget comparing our budget actual for the last 3 years. And you can see the reductions in this year's request. In conclusion, the 2021 Planning and Transportation Department budget request reflects the implementation and continuance of essential projects and services for the City of Bloomington that align with the stated goals of careful planning of the built and natural environments to sustain and improve Bloomington's high quality of life, utilize an equity in all policies approach to ensure growth and development benefits are accessible to all, ensure that the growth and mobility of our community is consistent with Bloomington's vision towards the future. Thank you for your consideration of the Planning and Transportation 2021 budget request, and I'm happy to try to answer any questions.
Thank you.